Okay, y'all. So now I'm like just pregnant, scared, terrified, don't know what to do. I also want to say, like, while I'm telling this story, like, I'm like laughing, but I don't think anything about it is funny. And I'm laughing because I'm so nervous, like, actually sharing this. Nobody knew about this. Literally, none of my family, only my two homegirls that I told, and my younger sister. My mom didn't even know about this. Before I shared this testimony, I had to like reveal this to my mother because this is something I really kept down. And like for me to share this, I am like God like show me and like let me know that I'm truly free and delivered because guys, this is something that was really like detrimental, like life changing, like I don't even like ultimate trauma. So basically, I mean, for me saying that, you guys can imagine the choice that I made. I talked it over with my friends. Basically, my friends was telling me like, well, one friend was telling me like, do what's best for you or whatever, like whatever you think is gonna be best for you. The other friend was telling me like, well, like you can have the baby. Like if you have the baby, you're gonna be fine. Like I'll help you. Like, basically, she was more along the lines of having the baby. She was just letting me know like I didn't have to do that because she knew like I was thinking like I wasn't gonna be able to take care of the baby. I already have my son and I'm already a single mother. The kind of lifestyle I provided for my son, I knew I would not be able to provide for another child. So basically, um, I just like weighed all the pros and cons and everything that was going on, especially with him already having another baby on the way, him just getting out of jail, like everything about it just was like stressful and too overwhelming for me. So I had made up my mind not to have the baby, y'all. And so I made up my mind for that. Both of my friends came with me when I went to the appointment, and I would say that was like a drastically defining moment in my life. If anybody tells you that having an abortion is an easy thing and it's like not a big deal and you'll be fine and like you'll recover, like it's not something that's absolutely traumatizing, haunting, and daunting, like they are lying to you. They're absolutely lying to you. I went and had it. I felt it happening when I had it. And honestly, it's like when I left, like it felt, when it happened, it felt like a death. And when I left, it felt like I left like myself. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it was like I left myself, and like mentally, I was just like lost my mind. Like mentally, I was just, I couldn't believe I did it because of how I was raised and how in church I was taught it was the ultimate sin and how God wasn't gonna forgive me. And so now my mind, I'm literally losing it. I became a shell of a person. I let myself be overcome by the different spirits and stuff that I was battling. I stopped fighting back. Like you have certain like fights in your head about doing what's right and what's wrong, and like still keeping like certain values and morals with certain things. It was like I was just like, God's never gonna forgive me for this after I did it. Like I just knew, like I don't know, like it was just something that was. I just thought everything was over. Shot like all things are off. Like God's done with me. I'm done with me. If my family finds this out, they're done with me. Like I'm just like, life is over. I'm so upset with myself, like for getting myself in this situation. Like I'm not even a friend to myself. I'm not happy with myself at all. I'm absolutely miserable. And it just haunted me. It haunted me every day. I thought about it. It was just haunting me. Every night I cried about it. It was just never ending haunting me. Even just being in the same state with both of them was too much for me. That's when I had been out the strip club now at that time for about, I don't know, maybe like 2 or 3 years. And I decided to move back to Florida to get away from there and I figured like I would start all over in Florida. I still had some friends there. I would just go to the club for a little while, because that's what I did before. And I can just get back out and, everything would be fine, y'all. So I just felt like I couldn't live there anymore. I couldn't face it anymore. Like I just was just basically trying to run away from what I was feeling, what I was thinking, the trauma of it all. I blocked both of the men that I was dealing with. I had made up my mind, like, I'm never gonna talk to them again. I'm never gonna see them again. Like, this is it. Like, I gotta, like, somehow get this off of me. Like, so that's what I did. I just, like, I didn't even pack up all my stuff. I actually, like, gave most of my stuff away. I went down to Florida, met with one of my homegirls. She let me stay at her house while I worked out getting me a house and worked out working at the club again and figuring out where I was going to work, what I was going to do. I don't know. Honestly, I can't even remember everything that was going on at that time because, like I said, mentally, I was just, like, in such a bad place, y'all. Like, I just... yeah, it was bad. I highly do not recommend, in any, like, reason or occasion. Like, I don't know, y'all. It's really just something you can't undo, unsee, like, unfeel. Like, I don't know. Still to this day, thinking about it, it's hard. It's stressful for me still, but, I've worked it out with God and I've worked out my forgiveness with God. God has told me he has forgiven me for it. I've gotten deliverance from my, like, self-hate from it, from my shame from it. Man. Really all just, man, I don't know. I don't know what I can say to tell you. It's really something you never want to do. It's really something you never want to experience. It's really something you just don't want to be a part of. But I thank God for his grace and his mercy, y'all. I tell y'all, it's so sufficient. It's so sufficient. He's so faithful. He's so faithful. And I'm not crying about the situation. It's just like God's grace, like the goodness of God, y'all. His grace, his mercy that we do not deserve that he gives, y'all. Like, it's just, it's overwhelming when I think about it because I'm telling you guys all these things that I have done, and to be the person I am now and to still be full of, like, the joy of the Lord and to know that I am forgiven in Christ and to be walking with Christ and living my life right, to be celibate now, y'all, to be sober now, y'all. It's just like, it's amazing. God is amazing. But on to the next part. So that happens. I'm in Florida now. I'm working. Things are different. A lot is going on.